Hey guys, so this will be the second part of my walkthrough for History Channel Battle for the Pacific. This second mission takes place in Bataan, or Bataan as they call it in the Philippines. It's actually quite a bit shorter than the first mission, which is actually kind of a blessing given how bland and repetitive this game's missions are. I have to say too, this commanding officer here looks pretty creepy.
Thousands of soldiers landing on the northern part of the island, along with heavy sea, air, and ground fire support. Everyone on the island is... Damn! Take him out, quick!
I think it can be a pretty fun strategy to toss grenades into this first group of enemy. It's probably a safer strategy to just stay back and shoot, but I'm trying to have fun here. It's pretty fun to just mow this ongoing wave of enemies down. As you can see, there are a ton of Type 38s on the ground here. I really don't care for picking it up though. In my opinion, it's one of the worst weapons in the game. I do actually think this tropical jungle looks pretty nice. The graphics are halfway decent for this mission. Good area to throw a grenade here. And I'm going to clean these guys up. Some historical facts. The Battle of Bataan occurred in early 1942. It resulted in a Japanese victory and the beginning of the infamous Bataan Death March. The Battle of Bataan represented the most intense phase of the Japanese invasion of the Philippines. Another good grenade area here. One of the enemies will drop a Type 100 submachine gun here. As I mentioned in my previous walkthrough, I really like switching out the M1 Garand for the Japanese Type 100. I think it's a better weapon in this game, in part due to the fact that you can easily pick up more ammo for it, and you can actually reload it mid-clip. Also, keeping the Type 100 in slot 1 is a good idea, because it allows you to switch very quickly to your secondary weapon, in this case the Thompson submachine gun, if you do run out of ammo. This won't really matter in the PC version of the game, as you can switch directly from your secondary weapon to your primary weapon. Have to head back here to clear up a few enemies. As you can see here, sometimes it's better to switch weapons when you're out of ammo instead of waiting for the reload animation to complete, as switching weapons is a lot faster than reloading. This gives you the opportunity to start firing a lot quicker.
Sir, contact has been established. The village is still under American control and preparations for the convoy are in progress. They're waiting for us to escort them.
An enemy will spawn on this machine gun here once you walk past this point, so be sure to pre-aim because machine guns can be pretty dangerous. At this part of the mission, you have to disarm these mines. The best strategy here is to walk slowly towards the mines while continuously pressing the disarm button. In my opinion, this is not a fun task. That clears up all the mines. The Bataan Death March that happened after the Japanese victory was one of the most brutal occurrences of the Pacific War. Thousands of American and Filipino prisoners lost their lives on the march. The march would later be characterized as a Japanese war crime by the Allies. As you can see here, I prefer to use the left analog stick to aim by strafing, rather than use the right analog stick to aim. Now we're here at Piathong Village, the last area of the mission. Piathong does not sound like a Filipino name, by the way. My wife is Filipino and she confirmed this actually. It sounds more Thai.
Sir,
I really do
thank you
wonder
for
how the
saying it.
developers came up with
We
that
just
name.
need a few more minutes to load the trucks and then we can leave this
I
place
have
before
also
the
wandered
Japanese
around the
have us
village
totally
itself,
overrun.
but I didn't find anything valuable or anything worth
Need more
noting.
time to load the truck, so we give them more time. The enemy could be here at any moment, so take your defense.
The last part of this mission is actually pretty easy. You can simply focus your fire at this point right here, and it's pretty easy to eliminate the last wave of Japanese soldiers. If you wait for the Japanese soldiers to get closer to you, they kind of scatter and it's harder to shoot them down all at once. In situations like this, it's often better to tap the trigger instead of holding it down. It reduces your recoil and it makes the clip last longer.
Counting on us. Hold them back. Good work, Private. You saved the lives of many men
And that's it.
today.
Mission
Let's
complete.
follow these convoys
Pretty quick
out
mission
and leave
compared
this
to the
island
first
before
one.
it's totally
Thanks
overrun.
for watching, and until next time.